Okay, so we're on our way on the pier, Kailua Pier. We're going out there to get on that submarine and see what's under the water. I've never been on a submarine before, so it'll be good. Goes to 120 feet, I think.
When we get to the submarine, we'll load you guys in the submarine group by group. Are you guys all traveling or are you all busy?
Yeah.
Nice. Are you tired of these traveling? So let us know. We'll move to a different group. But let's stay together. That way you guys can all see everything together here at that fly. And when you climb down in the submarine, it is technically a staircase. It's not vertical. My mom's 82 this year. Has dexterity of a brick. She can do this without any issue at all, right? So if you need any time to get down, balance, whatever, take your time. It's not a race. Turn around, grab the sides with 2 hands, and then just walk down looking at it just like you would on a ladder. Very simple. Get off somewhere on the tour. I'm sorry, but we are required to bring you back with us. And then Coast Guard make sure that we know exactly how many people we have at every stage of the tour. And then on the way back, we're all going to get into the forward area of the submarine here. We're going to line up along the outside and the bottom, I mean the inside of the submarine, of course. On the area there, we have an entire wall of windows. So line up with windows, line up with the fans spread out. I hope you get seats inside. We're all going to sit on one side.
So how long have you been a captain?
Me? 30-something years.
Have you ever had to make anyone walk the plank?
There's been occasions where I've wanted to, yeah, leave people behind.
Looks like we got a little rain coming.
Yeah, it's been a little cloudy, rainy the past week or so.
Yeah.
Good.
Here we are climbing down below deck. There goes Deb.
Roger. Lots of yellow fish down here. These are known as poppin'. Look at that, it's an ocean full of them. Now if you look at the orange, the yellow fish, the sides of them actually have blue lines on them. These are known as blue line snapper. You can see a group here, a group there. White nose looks like Pinocchio fish. These are the long-nosed butterfly fish, also known as the forceps butterfly fish. They have an absolutely spectacular Hawaiian name, very easy to say. If you guys just repeat after me, you can probably learn it while we're at it. We'll start off with the beginning of the name. They're known as the Lau, Willie. I'm just turning around and looking home. And so they end up forming a new colony here. They eventually end up forming a new species. These yellow snapper, blue line snapper, were actually brought in from Tahiti because there they can grow to about 2 feet long, 5 or 6 pounds or more, and they make a great fish for eating and catching and so on. Here, this is full grown with slightly colder water. It takes 2 of them to make a taco, and so they are still red. But everything else disappears. Coming by, right about the window here, they got a zebra-looking rear end there. These are the warrior, the peacock grouper, another Tahitian. The toxin in them, the leading cause of seasonal illness around the world, known as Sequitera. So if you have 3 of those, one of them is safe to eat, one gives you food poisoning, and one gives you nerve damage, which lasts from days to the rest of your life. Imagine your nerves signaling reversing. Hot becomes cold, cold becomes hot. You get in the shower, it's too cold, you turn it hot. Some parts of it, potentially a little bit here and there, but basically no. So a lot of you are probably familiar. What we're looking at is not really one animal, right? It's more of a sports team. You've got the invertebrate populated by the symbiotic algae, the plant life, right, giving it the color and the texture. So this coral that we're seeing, this is the algae on top of that calcium carbonate shell. And the bleaching, most commonly due to heat, like us in the summer, right? Like, I'm hot, throw off your blanket. They throw off the blanket of algae, give it its color and texture. Then you're left with that white calcium carbonate. What they don't often see on television, sometimes to their credit, but not always, if the temperature drops fast enough or isn't that bad, then the algae will actually come back, repopulate the coral, and it's 100% healthy. And that's generally what happens in the Hawaiian Islands. White nose looks kind of like Pinocchio nose. The yellow or blue line snapper on the top, I think I'm the yellow fin snapper, just because they're all yellow. But then another beautiful yellowfin sturgeon down there, a pair of them. That's the Oreo cookie fish. Even there's the pink-tailed triggerfish down in the bottom. A couple of yellow tang. Yellow tang are actually one of the most beneficial fish from as far as eating the less beneficial algae off of coral, allowing it to be healthy. If you see coral anywhere in the world that basically has that greenish algae film on it, that's not the healthy algae. That's the algae like turtles are eating, snakes are eating, and this is more of what the real coral is going to be looking like if you're lucky. And you can see, I mean, basically every single fish is like, I want to live there. I don't want to live 4 feet away from it. I want to live there. All of it is like oceanfront apartments. Here's another one of those orange-banded sturgeons, the white stripe in the tail, and then the vertical orange band on it, sorry, the horizontal orange band on it. The sturgeons, generally deceased, they generally have a more flat, triangular, all-around tail. At some of our sites, different areas we're going to, we should see some unicorn fish, very easy for everybody to see. But they're kind of random. There's no cages or walls here. All these fish are just kind of swimming around doing whatever they feel like today. We did get into negotiations with the fish union one time to put on a good show for everybody. They were all going to put in every single tour, everything. Just go out to have a quick party, but they always come home. Wow, big yellowfin here. This thing is the granddaddy. Oh, that one left us a present. That you can imagine if your diet consists of algae, very high fiber diet, right? So you might also be aware or not that generally humans eat the fish that eat other fish. Hold on, a black spiky ball. These known as sea urchins, right? Also known as fauna in the Hawaiian language. Pretty easy to remember. Just remember that Arofauna, some of the fauna. And none of the sea urchins here are going to kill you. All of them will make you wish you didn't touch them. The what? Well, it's possible. I mean, I got 40 spikes in my videos before. That was dumb. Let me just tell you, that was not like smart. That was just plain dumb. Oh, something. That's dangerous. Oh, yeah. Easy. Break apart really easy. They're not that fun. No, none of the sea urchins here will kill you. They're all going to make you wish you didn't touch them. Now, yeah, sometimes they do gang up and grab guns, but that's rare. Spear guns. Like, here's one coming. There's a little kind of a black ball, like a golf ball size, right on the piece of coral out here. There'll be some more. I can talk one of these here. These are collector urchins. They have very short spines. They're actually pretty easy to handle. They can still spike you if you're, kind of dumb or you maybe aren't that familiar with them. But basically, they just have more of a fuzzy exterior in a way, and they collect things on the outside that we can camouflage. So when I got spiked by my plate coral, the white rim on the outside is not bleaching, it's a new growth for the year. So that creates about 1/4 of an inch of new growth every year, at the most. And that piece altogether, top to bottom, all the layers on top and everything, probably well over 1,000 years old. 4-inch piece, 4-inch circle is 16 years old, and they don't grow on top of each other right away. So that's one of our slowest growing corals, plate coral. These other ones, one that looks like skeleton fingers reaching up, finger coral. The one that looks kind of like frosting mashed potatoes on here, laying on top of everything else. Lobe coral, they thought it looked like brain lobes. Around one of the ships we're heading out to here in a little bit, you'll see some cauliflower coral, looks like heads of cauliflower. And if you get really lucky, you might see amber coral, although it's really pretty rare at these particular depths. It could be new corals that are growing. Yeah, those are sponges. Or new algae growing potentially, but probably sponges. Oh, I love these raccoon butterfly fish. they're usually paired up. And right next to them, Gil from Finding Nemo, the Moorish idol with the vertical black white thing to make it like nothing ever happened. And there's big fines for doing that. Now this first ship coming up here, this is a predator. And here's one of these silverfish, the blue fish, the Kona fish with the black eyes. Cool fish. It's actually like the crab, shrimp, and lobster. It used to be a royal fish. If you ate one, it was punishable by death if you weren't in the royal class. It tastes a little bit like a crab, shrimp, and lobster salad with a white flaky fish. And I have human molars in the back, hence the name Kona fish. Also movefish, which means like executioner, or the villain in a chicken fairy tale. And it's the shortest fish name in the Hawaiian language, MU. I think we might actually have one over here in our hydrophone. Oh, there they are. That's that movefish. You can hear it on our hydrophone. Oh yeah, this was, I believe, 96 its name. So this is actually, I think, from the Korean era, but it's a very simple, like a World War II landing craft, like at a Saving Private Ryan. The front door laying on the bottom there would come down on the beach, everybody run off of it. Because it had a crane, this guy was hoping that he was going to lower plexiglass boxes in and do shark diving tours. Have you seen any sharks yet? Yeah, that's one of the issues, right? And so back then it was legal to chum the water. People here didn't really want sharks near them, right? They do Iron Man, all kinds of things in the water. And so they were not that pleased about that. In addition, culturally, in the and so, you know, this guy is basically saying, I want to go out there in the water. I want to chum for bring all your ancestors in and put them on a circus show. And so, you know, was not the most popular person in the world. So what I believe actually happened with this is that during the storm, water came over the side, pulled the front door down, and then the entire thing filled with water and eventually sank down. I've also heard that people were so upset they came out here and drilled holes in the bottom to sink it on purpose, and that they came out here and shot holes in the bottom to sink it on purpose. I have no idea if those are true or not, though. Now, the kind of interesting thing about this, right, this guy's been paying insurance on his boat for years, right? It's like, I'm finally going to get some of the... Then the state made him come down and clean up all the fuel and the oils and everything out of it. And because it landed in some coral areas, they also fined him because it landed in coral areas. And so it ended up costing him a lot of money. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a mooring to tie up for divers and things. Oh, that's what they do, right? As soon as I point them out, I'm like, look at that. Never mind. Or 5,000-pound anchor. That's part of our hurricane mooring. No, it's actually connected to our mooring ball that we use for this submarine. There's 3 of those in each direction. And so this thing weighs 80 tons. Right? If we got loose in a harbor or made of steel, we just poke holes in everything and sink it. And that actually happened not in our boats, but to a submarine one time in a harbor. I think it was probably a military. Kind of. Train, I believe those are train axles. So many sugar trains, different trains around the island, that when people needed places to moor, they went, wow, we've got all these really heavy axles already here. And if you guys have ever tried shipping TV, honestly, it's more like, there's people, I'm out of here. Now, if we get lucky, we may find a smaller type of shark in this area. Oh, spotted eagle ray! Oh my goodness! Look at this thing. Now, this is not a stingray. Oh, it's just perfect. It's just perpendicular to us gliding. We're going to get spectacular views for everybody. Captain Brandon can turn anytime he wants. Beautiful view there. Now, there's about 5 spikes coming on the back of the body. They go at about a 45-degree angle, and they're the last line of defense. That animal's defense is speed. If that thing flapped its wings as hard as it could once, it would be out of the range you could never see it again. And we can't catch it. There's no boat. On anything here, it's like literally like black water, right? Treading water going there with my boat. And so she went to the nearest boat she could find, climbed up on the mooring there. They were closed for the night. Turned out that it was a sunset cruise, a sunset booze cruise. And so she hung her clothes up. It was midnight cold. She's taking her clothes up to dry. Started looking around for something to eat. Turns out they don't lock their liquor cabinet at night because they're out in the water. And so she proceeded to drink the night away. And they found her the next morning when they came to open up the boat, passed out with a bottle in her hand and her clothes still drying on the side of the boat. And so this is nicknamed Sneaky Lily. Now this is the cauliflower coral on the forward area here. This is the stainless steel rail that used to be on the bow of the boat. Very like the cauliflower coral. It grows reasonably fast, but it tends to be deeper like this. And this area from somewhere around your head level. 105 feet. Perfect spot for pictures of depth gauge, each other, out the windows. I mean, triple digit club. We believe less than 1% of all people throughout all of history have ever been this deep in the ocean. Now, if you do take a picture of the depth gauge, make sure you've got numbers. Sometimes it's between displaying numbers and you get a picture of an empty gauge. So just double check that. Yeah, this thing does weigh 80 tons. You know, it takes a little bit here to get going, but we're going to pick up speed the whole way up. Come launching out of the surface like a rocket ship. Bubbles! Welcome back to the surface. I hope you had a spectacular time. Thank you.
There's the cockpit. Excellent, excellent.
Of course, welcome back. Moving around here, I'll let you back untie from the submarine. Hey, Captain Jason up here gonna untie us, service officer of the radio. Captain Brandon was driving us around out there. How beautiful. Good night. And of course. Now, once we get untied from this thing, Captain Richard will take us around with some type of a little beat type thing so you can get some distance views of the submarine if you want for photos and videos. Safety, right? Currents, wind, all that first. We will get some of those views for you, don't worry about that. We may go in a direction, but that's just because he knows what he's doing. Oh yeah. Perfect. We can let him get back to work as we finish up lots of pictures. So aloha for you. 1, 2, 3, go!
Aloha!
With plugging into that inflation calculator, they say probably somewhere between 7 and 10 to 12 million. Nobody really knows. But if you just go buy a submarine on the open market, they're generally running the range of about $1 million, $1.5 million
Right here.
That is theoretically a 50-month seat submarine, free food plus 40 people. So you get some discounts, I'm sure, at that size, but nobody builds things like this without custom building before. So Captain Richard actually was part of building these submarines when he first started with Atlantis. He worked out of the Bahamas, in the Hawaii area, all over with Atlantis. So pretty neat thing. It's one of the things about Atlantis. Usually, you kind of like submarines. When you get into the job, you either decide.
We're at the Marriott Courtyard, King Kamehameha. We're on the Kailua Pier. I just saw a kid catch a fish. I don't know if he let him go or what. Oh no, he's still got it. When we pulled in on the boat, we saw you fighting a good one. What? Nice. Now, what do you call this fish? A rainbow runner? Good eating? Hawaiian salmon. Very nice. How many pounds do you think? 8, 10, 12?
Like 6, 7.
6, 7-ish? Pretty slender, eh? Nice job.